his parents, Sean and Jenny Parker. Shane participates in basketball, baseball, and Catholic youth organization. Shane plans to attend a university of his choice and major in secondary education. Our next Queen candidate is Charlize Cash. Charlize is escorted on the field by her parents, Robert and Melissa Cash. Char participates in basketball, track, volleyball, USD 333 Wellness Committee, and Catholic Youth Organization. Charlize plans to attend college for basketball and get a degree in business and own a dog boarding company. Our next King candidate is Gunnar Barnes. Gunnar is escorted on the field by his parents, Josh and Diane Barnes. Gunnar participates in Friends of Rachel, National Honor Society, track, Concordia Lutheran Church and Youth Group, Hollis Hustlers 4-H Club, and Cat Scratch. Gunnar plans to attend Cloud County Community College and then transfer to Kansas State University or Fort Hays State University to major in film or business. Our next Queen candidate is Elodie Kindle. Elodie is escorted on the field by her parents, Darren and Lonnie Kindle. Elodie participates in choir, CTE ambassador, youth group, Friends of Rachel, and Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Elodie plans to continue her education by majoring in business. Our next King candidate is Lane Hansen. Lane is escorted on the field by his father and Tiffany Sass. Brad Hansen and Tiffany Sass. Lane has participated in FFA for 4 years. Lane plans to continue an agriculture education, whether that's in the classroom or in the field. Our final Queen candidate is Riley Jessup. Riley is escorted on the field by her mother, Lori Jessup Generou, and her stepfather, Jonathan Generou. Riley participates in choir, cheer, volleyball, basketball, Fellowship of Christian Athletes, Friends of Rachel, track, Delta Chi Youth Group, and Student Council. Riley plans to run track at a college of her choice and graduate in hopes of becoming a dental hygienist. Our final King candidate is Rush Leduc. Rush is escorted on the field by his parents, Shayna Stokes and Jared Leduc. Rush participates in football, baseball, wrestling, student council, and Catholic youth organization. Rush plans to attend Cloud County Community College to study business. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to our 2025 homecoming candidate. Concordia High School Student Council would like to give a thank you to our teachers and administrators for their support and flexibility during homecoming week. And a special thank you to Cat Scratch Productions and Mr. Chris Stiles for producing the candidate videos and advertising all our homecoming week activities. Joining us here tonight for our coronation ceremony is the 2024 Homecoming Queen, Aubrey Stallman, and the 2024 Homecoming King, Tracy Murdoch, to present the honor. And now, your 2025 Homecoming Queen is Riley Jessup. And your 2025 Homecoming King is Rush Leduc. 55, a left tackle, Caden Stein. Number 52, a left guard, Brody Knox. Number 54, center, Jacob Brooks. Number 50, right guard, Kane Williams. Number 60, right tackle, Cole Lively. Number 15, tight end, Parker Jackson. Number 32, slot, Aiden Freer. Number 33, running back, Brandon Pate. Number 8, slot, Riker Wilderman. Number 12, wide receiver, Kale Schrader. And number 9, a quarterback, Drake Flopsinger. On defense, number 60, Cole Lively. Number 52, Brody Knox. Number 54, Jacob Brooks. Number 50, Cohen Williams. Number 33, Greg Tate. Number 15, Parker Jackson. Number 8, Riker Wilderman. Number 24, Ian Louderman. Number 4, Liam McNutt. Number 32, Aiden Greer. And number 12, Kale Schrader.
Panther fans, like us on Facebook and stay informed of all school activities. Just search for Concordia Junior Senior High School. Be sure to visit ConcordiaPanthersActivities.panther. 333 patrons. Children must be supervised by an adult at all times. No balls, sports equipment, scooters, bikes, etc. are allowed at events. During gameplay, all patrons should stay off the track and football field so everyone may enjoy tonight's contest. Sunflower seeds are not allowed in the athletic complex. USD 333 Concordia Public Schools supports a tobacco-free campus. This includes all cigarette and smokeless tobacco products and all e-cigarette and vaping devices. We thank you for doing your part in keeping our schools tobacco-free. Be loud, be proud, be positive. Concordia Junior Senior High School, which is a member of the Kansas State High Schools Activities Association, supports and encourages spectators to enjoy the competition between our student athletes and cheer for their teams in a positive manner. Negative comments and behavior will be addressed by school personnel. Spectators should be loud, be proud, be positive towards all players, coaches, officials, and spectators. Thank you for your support and enjoy the game. Ladies and gentlemen, as we await our Panther football players, I'd like to announce that the Pantherettes have purchased a new run-through banner for our football team. Again, the Pantherettes have got a new banner for the team to break through. Ladies and gentlemen, the junior class is doing a 50-50 raffle tonight. If you want to purchase 50-50 raffle tickets, please find a member of the junior class. They should be in the crowd. You'll be able to see, I think they're wearing a sign. You should be able to see who they are. The winner will be announced at halftime. Again, 50-50 raffle from the junior class. Winner announced at halftime. Concordia High School would like to say thanks to the Booster Club members for their generous support of athletic and academic organizations at the high school. Diamond level boosters are Egg by Air Incorporated, Shane and Mandy Donovan, Brian and Amanda Strait, Campbell and Johnson, Concordia Optimist Club, Dr. Dorothy and Dustin Bro, Dr. Justin and Tracy Poor, Dr. Richard and Rochelle Keeker, Easy G Sports Grill, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Amber Lamberts, Flower Gallery, Kendall Insurance Services, Keeker Family Dentistry, Leduc Memorial, Troy and Shirley Leduc, Stein Farms, Mike and Christy Stein, North Central Kansas Health Center, Protex, and Wentz Eye Care PA. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we ask that you please rise, remove your hats, and join the Concordia High School Band under the direction of Mr. Stuart Reggie and Drum Major Vanessa Brown in the playing of our national anthem. Panthers have won the toss and have deferred. Marysville will receive to begin this contest.
Goal line and into the end zone on a touchback. Boy, is he good at that.
Oh, that is amazing. I mean, we haven't seen a kicker like that in Concordia for some time. And that's a big difference. I mean, when you can kick it that far and not allow a run back.
Now it's time to see the 5'11", 165-pound sophomore quarterback for the Bulldogs. He didn't start the season as the quarterback, but throughout practices here in the early part of the season for head coach Tony Trimble, they said, Grady, you're the guy. Grady Schradel comes out there in the flex bone offense. So everyone grab your binoculars to try and see who has the football. Schradel comes under center with the back directly behind him. He hands it up the middle to the fullback and immediately tackled at the line of scrimmage. It was Grant Hafley by Parker Jackson after a gain of 2, bringing up 2nd and 8.
Cole Libby hit him right at the line of scrimmage. He really just hit him, knocked him back, and but he was able to spin out of that until Parker Jackson was able to wrap him up.
So the key of the flexbone offense defensively, Lauren, is to just try and follow the football and stay sound with your eyes. 2 wide receivers go to either side. Staying in the gun, now looking to throw towards the sideline, wide open on the sideline and getting the first down, diving out of bounds near the 35 is the wide receiver, Nate Shoddy. Makes the catch in the flat, takes it up to the 34-yard line, and a Bulldog first down. He was unguarded over there.
He slipped out of the backfield and then came around. Panthers were playing deep. They were playing a cover 1, but they were playing the corners, and everybody was playing deep, giving a lot of room, and they were able to throw it underneath, and they pick up their first down.
1st and 10, Marysville. Ball on their own 34-yard line, left hash. Opening drive of the ball game with 10:52 to go here in quarter number 1. Marysville going left to right. 2 wide receivers here to the near side. Under center, they pitch it out here to the near side to Hafley, and he's hit in the backfield and brought down by Ian Loudermilk back at the 33-yard line and a loss of 1.
But who hit him first?
I didn't see that.
Cohen Williams. He's the outside linebacker here on the near side, and he got in there, didn't wrap him up or spun him around, but then Ian Loudermilk come all the way from the other side and wrapped him up and threw him down for a loss of 1.
2nd and 11 for Marysville. Ball on their own 33-yard line, now on the right hash with 10:10 to go here in quarter number 1. Flexbone offense means Schradel is under center with Hafley, the fullback, standing directly behind him. Schradel takes the snap, fakes the handoff up the middle, now keeps it himself up the middle, and nobody tackles him as he takes it all the way up to the 42-yard line. A good pickup there on second down of about 8, making it 3rd and 3. Yeah, they spotted it all the way to the 42, so a gain of 9, making it 3rd and 2 on the quarterback keeper right at the gut.
Yeah, they did a nice job, actually. I think it was a broken play. I think the Panthers really had it stopped. It was designed to go to the left side, but he brought it back to the other side where kind of the Panthers had vacated the play, overran it just a little bit, and finally bringing him down was Liam McNutt. But not tell you, like you said, he's just shy a couple of yards from the first down.
3rd and 2 for Marysville. Schradel under center with 2 on the play clock. The ball's handed up the middle, and Hafley dives for the first down just past the 45-yard line, which is where he needed to go. Another first down for the Bulldogs. They continue to chip away.
Well, that flexbone offense is just power football, basically. You have a double tight end, you have the 2 wingbacks sitting just outside of the tight ends, and they just come at you. And that time, they came off the line of scrimmage and picked up not much more than they needed, but enough to get their second first down.
Concordia gave up a 99-yard touchdown drive to Abilene last week, and so far the opening drive here for Marysville has been productive and taken up some time. Schradel under center, hands it up the middle, and it's hit immediately at the line of scrimmage. A nice tackle made there by Brayton Haig on the ball carrier for the Panthers, or the Bulldogs, I should say, was Hafley. Up the middle for 2, 2nd and 8, up to the Bulldog 47-yard line.
Boy, Brayton Haig had a ton of tackles last week. He also had help this time, again, from Cohen Williams.
Marysville started this drive on their own 20. They're now up to their own 47-yard line, moving left to right, opening drive of the ball game. Schradel comes under center, takes the snap, looks to throw, has time, and throws it deep downfield and overshoots his target. He was looking here to the near side to his wide receiver, Brody Lawrence. The pass was just a little bit too long, making an offense who doesn't like to live in 3rd and long, Lauren.
And that's good, and this is where the Panthers have got him right now. And at that time, the Panthers brought a little heat. They Parker came in a little bit later, and they had some heat on him, made him throw just a little sooner than he did, but he was well covered. The Panthers defensive backs were back there with him, and of course the safety was back there. Panthers in a cover 1. They're just, he's playing kind of of course, the safety back.
3rd and 8 for Marysville. Ball on their own 47-yard line, left to right. Handoff comes here to the near side, and a lot of room to run. It's a first down for Marysville. As Shoddy carried the football, he was brought down past the sticks. They needed 8. They got 9 up to the Panther 44-yard line, and another Bulldog first down.
That was just, again, Panthers overran the play just a little bit, and there was nobody here on that reverse. As everything looked like it was going to the left, he brought it back to the right, and he had some open running room just like you called it. But Panthers were able to stop him before he could get more than just the first down.
They spot the ball on the Panther 42-yard line on the right hash. Opening drive of the football game, and Marysville is taking a lot of time off the clock. 7:50 to go here in the first quarter. Schradel under center, hands it up the middle, now fakes it and pitches it to the outside, and a good blocking on the edge from Marysville, but the Panthers were there. Another good tackle made that time by Burke Kendall right at the line of scrimmage on the option play. Getting the carry was number 18, Ty Hager for the Bulldogs. There were a lot of things happening on that play, and the Panthers were there, Lauren.
The Panthers played that very well. They had pressure on the option. He had to pitch it a little quicker than he wanted to. It looked like he was going to get to the outside, but the Panthers were out there. Burke Kendall, you were talking about, he was the one that made the initial hit. He had a couple others. I think Liam McNutt and some of the others, Matthew Nayu was another one that was out there helping out.
2nd and 10 Bulldogs, still on the Panther 43-yard line, left hash. 5 on the play clock. Schradel comes under center, takes the snap, hands it up, fakes the handoff, now pitches it into the backfield, and the ball is carried that time by Shoddy, and he's tackled just shy of the 40-yard line up to the 41. Gain of 1, making it 3rd and a long 8.5. Wow, I'm even struggling following the football. Lawrence has a lot of moving pieces.
It did, and the Panthers were all over all of them really that time. They almost had the quarterback in the backfield, but he was able to pitch it to the outside, but Liam McNutt came up and made this stop. We have a substitution, Brayton Haig coming out. We'll see
Marysville still in the huddle, and I think they might put the play clock back up, and yes, they do. The game clock, we've already gone halfway through the first quarter.
Yeah.
We're at 6:08 to go here in the first quarter on this long drive from Marysville. They completed a 3rd and 8, third down already on this drive, and now they're faced with it again on the Panther 41-yard line. Schradel under center, sends a guy in motion, fakes the handoff, now keeps it himself up the middle, nearly breaks out of a tackle, but Parker Jackson hangs on for dear life. He drags Parker all the way up to the 35-yard line, and that's going to make a probably pretty easy decision here for Marysville. 4th and 2 on the Panther 35-yard line.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to go for it. But again, the Panther defense played pretty good. Again, everything looked like it was going to the right. He cut it back to everything was going to go to the left. Cut it back to the right, but Parker Jackson was there and made the saving tackle.
4th and 2 for Marysville. Ball on the Panther 35. Schradel under center. A lot of Panthers move, but none of them cross the line of scrimmage on the fake. Now Schradel takes the snap, hands it here to the near side with a lot of room to run, and a flag is thrown as well as Marysville does get the first down. On the carry was Cam Wetter, but a flag is thrown in the nature of holding, and that would be a killer for the Bulldogs, and it is.
Yeah, Cole Levy made the stop, and that's you bet. That helped
On
the Panthers
4th and
a bit.
2, it's now 4th and 12, and the Bulldogs will have to punt. After they converted that 4th down, they got it by about 7 yards. But the holding penalty definitely helped Weber get to that right edge, Lauren.
Yeah, it did, and so anyway, you're right, and it helped, and they're going to punt it away, and so that penalty was a big help to the Panthers. 5:07 to go in the first quarter.
What a long drive for Marysville, and they just have to punt it away after taking off more than half of the first quarter. The punt goes to the far sideline and will stop right at the 20. So not a super long punt net-wise, as the Panthers will set up 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line with 4:53 to go in the first quarter before they touch the football. What a crazy long drive that really amounted to nothing.
You know, again, in the state championship here, and it just was fond memories. Panthers in the game against Marysville, up at the Jungle in Marysville, the Panthers had a drive that went the whole first quarter.
1st and 10, Concordia, ball on their own 20-yard line, and it'll be Brayton Hake on the first carry of the game, and a good one. A gain of 5 yards up to the 25-yard line right up the middle. And Lauren Tyler, our sideline reporter, talked about it earlier. He's just a bulldozer.
He is, he hit it right, and you know, right now Hake is averaging 5.5 yards a carry. He has really come on the last couple of weeks, so you really like to see, he's running so hard.
He gets 5 there on the first time he touches the football. 4:23 to go here in quarter number 1. First drive of the game for Concordia. 0-0 as the Panthers go right to left on the radio dial. Blocklinger in the gun. Hake stands to his left with 2 wide receivers to the far side. Now Parker Jackson in motion. Handoff goes up the middle to Hake again, and the Bulldogs were there. That was read like a book there for Marysville, and the Panthers had no push up front, a loss of 1, making it 3rd and 6 for Concordia back on their own 24-yard line.
This will be an interesting play call here. You're fairly deep in your own territory on the 25-yard line, no score, and it's 3rd and 5, so it'll be an interesting call right now. Freer coming back in the line, and Liam McNutt coming out.
3:40 to go as the Panthers make some substitutions. 3rd and 6 back on the Panther 24-yard line. This is their opening drive of the football game. Marysville took off more than half of the quarter on their drive. Blocklinger stands at his own 20 in the gun, takes the snap, has time to throw, and does across the middle of the field. It's caught for a first down. Taking it all the way up to the Panther 39-yard line is Aiden Creer across the middle of the field. That's his 14th catch of the season for the sophomore wide receiver.
And now it is a little curl route right to the inside where the linebackers have vacated, and a perfect throw to him, and then he did the rest. He was short of the first down, but he was able to pick up the Panthers' first down just on a nice run.
That's just what we've seen so far from these wide receivers for Concordia. Drake just has to get him he only really has to throw it about 3 yards and just let them run. Blocklinger in the gun, hands it up the middle to Hake, and absolutely nothing there at all. Another loss on a run up the middle. A loss of 1 that time, back to the Panther 38-yard line with 2:43 to go here in the first quarter, still scoreless.
Well, obviously Marysville had watched the last game against Abilene where Hake had, 109 yards or something, a terrific game, and averaged about 10 yards a carry on that. So they really are watching him. They've got the linebackers keyed on him. Right now, they maybe just got to get him to the outside some way.
Second and about 10 and a half here for the Panthers. Ball on their own 38-yard line, going right to left. Blockleaner in the gun. Hake stands to his left. Blockleaner keeps it himself, but there's whistles first. So I don't think the Panthers were set first. It's a false start on Concordia, making it now 2nd and 15. We talked about the keys to this ball game for the Panthers against a Bulldog team who is hungry for a victory. You can't beat yourself. And right now, each team has a penalty. Marysville had a way more crucial penalty on 4th and 2, but 2nd and 15 is not easy. Backed up now inside of your own 35.
You know, but for the Panthers this year, that is more than doable. They have so many receivers that can, and like you said, you just need to throw it maybe 10, 15 yards downfield, and the receivers can do the rest.
2nd and 15, 3 on the play clock for Blockleaner in the gun, takes the snap, has time to throw, now rolls to his left, throws it deep down the field, and it's caught! Aiden Creer adjusts to the football, makes the catch inside of the Bulldog 45, and all the way down to the 41. What a throw, and you give this junior quarterback some time to throw, and look what he does.
We talked about it, and Creer now, how many has that got?
15 catches this season for Aiden Creer.
2 tonight for, about 50 yards already, or, probably not quite that many, but a good pickup, and Panthers pick up their second first down.
90 seconds to go here in the first quarter. This is the opening drive of the ball game for Concordia after Marysville took off more than half of the quarter. 1st and 10 Panthers on the Bulldog 41-yard line, right to left. Blockleaner in the gun, rolls out to his right, looking to run, and pitches it at the last second to Brayton Hake. A good pitch from Blockleaner, and Hake takes it up to the Bulldog 34-yard line, and a gain of 7 on first down on a little option run.
You know, that's how you run the option. You get good blocking by your offensive line, especially the strong side, and they get a push, but then you run the ball, and you're not running the lateral. You're running downfield, and then you cross the line of scrimmage, and you pitch it back to Brayton Hake, and man, he's off to the races, picks up 7 yards, and not quite a first down.
2nd and 3 Concordia. Ball on the Bulldog 34-yard line, right hash. Blockleaner in the gun, sends Riker Wildeman in motion and fumbles the football and dives back on top of it. I think there was some miscommunication there from Blockleaner and Wildeman about who was supposed to take the football. From the way it seemed like, it looked like Blockleaner was expecting Wildeman to take it, and Wildeman let it drop to the ground. Luckily, Blockleaner dives back on top of it. All the way back, though, to the Bulldog 39-yard line, which makes it now 3rd and 8 for Concordia, and that will be the final play of one of the fastest first quarters of football you'll see. 12 minutes of game clock, 15 minutes of real clock. Unbelievable.
Oh, they're going to go for it.
That's it. They didn't get the snap off, and that's the final play of quarter number 1. There's only been one drive officially completed. The Panthers will have 3rd and 8 when we come back in 60 seconds on KNCK Radio. Well, that was... Homecoming night here in Concordia, Kansas. As we start the second quarter, believe it or not, only 16 minutes of real-world time. We're just now beginning the second quarter. This is only the second drive of the football game, and the Panthers have it now. Left to right on your radio, dial 3rd and 8 on the Bulldog 39-yard line. And Blockleaner keeps it himself. tries to bounce it and is thrown down at the Bulldog 36 after a gain of only 4 there on third down, making it now 4th and a long 4, let's call it 5.
And that's a play that worked so well the other night against Abilene and actually against Beloit, where they just take and they follow, they go off the left side behind Brody Knox, Jacob Brooks over there on that side, and they let Hake lead the way, and Blocklinger follows him, but they weren't able to pick up the first down. So here
4th and 5 for Concordia. Ball on the Marysville 36-yard line, left to right. Blocklinger in the gun, drops back, rolls to his right, looking to throw, and does, and the pass is way off target as he tried to hit here on the near sideline. Cale Schrader can't make the catch, and both teams to start out the ball game get shut out on 4th down after 2 very long drives, no points. And now Marysville takes over 1st and 10 on their own 36-yard line with 11:14 to go here in the second quarter.
Both teams have had some good drives and then just kind of fizzled out. So right now, again, no score here, 11-14 in the second period.
Now we get to see the flexbone offense once again that worked very well for Marysville. Just a holding penalty was the only reason their drive got stopped. First time they had the football, where they took off more than 6 minutes of the clock. Schradel in the under center, pitches it to the flat, and the ball's on the ground and finally recovered. Boy, that was a risky pitch there by Schradel, trying to get it to Wetter on the far side, who dove on top of it right in front of Ian Loudermilk, but a big loss of about 5 on first down.
Yeah, exactly right. The pitch was behind him. He had to come back to try and get it, and it bounced off his hands. A couple of Panthers had a shot at it, but couldn't come up with it.
Schradel got hit right when he pitched it.
That was, and again, I think it was Cohen Williams. I'm not sure exactly who hit it.
So now it's 2nd and 15 for Marysville, back on their own 32-yard line, and the handoff will go to the right side this time, and breaking out of a tackle, 1, 2, 3 tackles, good grief. All the way up to the 41-yard line there was Nate Shoddy, dragging Panthers with him. What a big gain on 2nd down, making it 3rd and much more manageable now for Marysville, up to their own 41-yard line, and they need to get to the 47 to keep the drive alive.
Panthers were fortunate they did get people out there in the flat, but like you see, you described it. He took about 3 Panthers to bring him down. So here's a big 3rd down again for the Panthers, 3rd and 5. You want to stop them right here.
10 minutes to go here in the first half. We're scoreless. This is the only the 3rd drive of the game. Schradel under center, takes the snap, hands it off to the right side to Hafley, who easily gets the first down up to the 50-yard line, just running it right up the middle and dragging some Panthers with them. First down, Marysville.
Now they got a good push off that left side, and the Panthers secondary had to come up and make the stop. They picked up their fourth down. Panthers had 2. Marysville now has 4, and they've got the ball on the 50-yard line.
9:40 to go here in the second quarter. We're scoreless. This is only the 3rd drive of the ball game, and Marysville has it right at midfield on the right hash. Schradel under center on the flexbone offense. Kate takes it, hands it off to Hafley off to the right side. Exact same play, exact same result. A gain of 11 up to the Panther 39-yard line, and another Bulldog first down just right off that right side.
McNutt made the stop, but not until he had that first down. Like you said, it was the same play and just right off the right side, and they're finding some running room there.
Grant Hafley getting a large amount of the carries, coming from under center. It's 1st and 10 Marysville with the ball on the Concordia 39-yard line, right hash. The Bulldogs now moving right to left on your radio dial. Schradel under center on the flexbone offense. Takes the snap, hands it up the middle to Hafley, who is hit and pushed backwards by Williams. Oh my goodness. He still gained 2 yards, but he was thrown back all the way at the 45-yard line is where Williams drove him back to.
That is what you call a form tackle. You take and hit him with the helmet right there on numbers, and you push, you drive, and then you pick him up and you throw him down on his back. That doesn't get any prettier than that.
8:30 to go here in the first quarter. Still scoreless. It's 2nd and 8 for Marysville. Ball on the Panther 38-yard line in between the hashes. Schradel under center, sends a guy in motion, hands it up the middle to Hafley on that right side, and there he goes. Cut down at the 25-yard line, but another big pickup right off the right side before Rush LeDuc, the homecoming king, makes the tackle at the 25-yard line. Another Bulldog first down.
and he's a little shook up, but I think he's okay. But they are finding some good running room on that right side, and I think the Panthers, they're going to call a timeout.
Concordia uses their first timeout here of the first half, and what a crazy fast first half it has been. 8:15 to go here in the second quarter. We're scoreless. And Tyler, from your vantage point down there, what have you kind of seen as to why Heffley's been able to get off to that right side? Tyler, you got me down there? Oh, okay. So why are you seeing so much success for Marysville off to that right side there? Do you think that's why the Panthers took a timeout here, just to try and correct some of that from the coaching side of things that you're seeing? All right, thank you so much, Tyler. We'll come back to him after this 1st and 10 here for Marysville out of the Panther timeout on the Concordia 25-yard line. Schradel comes under center again, sends a guy in motion, and hands it to Hafley. And there the Panthers are there immediately at the line of scrimmage. So, Lauren, it looks like the timeout worked. No gain that time for Hafley on the exact same play they've ran the whole drive.
Yeah, I'm trying to pick up. I couldn't see who. Oh, it's
Jacob Brooks.
Yeah, Jacob Brooks he's playing a linebacker right now. They've moved him, I think, to that middle linebacker. Is that right?
Well, he's usually off to that left side of the defensive line. That's his 5th tackle of the season. 2nd and 9 for Marysville. Ball on the Concordia 24-yard line. 7:43 to go in the first quarter. We're scoreless. This is only the 3rd drive of the game. Handoff up the middle, fakes it, and brought down at the backfield. A great job of reading it, even better than I did that time. Quarterback on quarterback as Drake Blocklinger makes the tackle.
Well, that's exactly what Tyler was talking about. You're talking about reads and penetration. And that time, Drake just came in. He came, I think, on a blitz from the right side and got that penetration and then wouldn't let go of that leg.
So good job by Blocklinger. I thought Hafley had it up the middle, and next thing you know, Blocklinger is holding on to Schradel in the backfield with one leg. It's 3rd and 10 here for Marysville with the ball on the Concordia 25-yard line. 6 on the play clock. Bulldogs just now break the huddle and have to hurry. 2 seconds on the play clock. They snap it at 1. Schradel in the gun has time to throw and does, and it's nearly intercepted. In and out of the hands of Parker Jackson, who dove in front of the route. The pass was intended over there for Ty Hager, but boy, Parker almost had it, and it's now 4th and 10 on the 25.
You're exactly right. Parker Jackson played that really well. He's a middle linebacker. He dropped back into coverage. He saw the pass going out in the flat, and he was right out there, and he just dove in there at the right time with that right arm and knocked the ball away.
Big play here for both teams. Kind of in no man's land for Marysville. Got to go for it here on 4th and 10. They send 2 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Schradel is still under center, takes the snap, rolls to his left, under pressure, avoids the sack, throws it towards the goal line, and it's incomplete. No flags and great coverage downfield by Liam McNutt as the pass was intended to Brody Lawrence, and the Panthers again force another turnover on downs.
And guess who put the pressure on him? Cohen Williams, man. He has just been all over the field tonight, and it was certainly there, right there, and putting the pressure. He had to throw it. That was good defense, so as you talked about in the secondary, they were well covered.
Liam McNutt there to break up the pass. That sailed a little bit over the head of Brody Lawrence. And now the Panthers get the football back. 1st and 10 on their own 25-yard line with 6:44 to go here in the second quarter. This is only the 4th drive of the game. Blocklinger in the gun, Hake to his left. Brayton gets the handoff up the middle. Not much there as he falls forward for a gain of 2 before he is brought down by Ty Mosier, the middle linebacker.
Yeah, that time he wanted to go a little bit to the right side, besides just in the hole, the 0 hole, or well, the 1 hole, and right behind Jacob Brooks and Cohen Williams and Caden Stein, Cole Libby on this right side. But, yeah, a good 2 yards.
What a crazy fast first half this has been. It's 2nd and 8 for Concordia with the ball on their own 27-yard line left to right. Lockleaner hands it off to Creer here to the near side, and Aiden cuts it back up the middle. There goes Creer, 40, breaking out of the tackle, 45, and cut down at the 46-yard line. Aiden Creer doing it all offensively for the Panthers.
Boy, did the Panthers block that well. That was an awesome block. They had the lineman Bo Poet on this side, the strong side linebacker. We talked about Cole Williams, Cole Libby. These guys got out, but not only did they get to the outside, they got downfield. You know, they were blocking anywhere from 5 to 7 to 10 yards downfield, and then, man, did Creer do the rest of it.
Coming into tonight had 5 carries for -2 yards. That's the first time that play for the Panthers has gotten positive yardage. 2 wide receivers to either side. Blocklinger in the gun, has time to throw. Now rolls to his right and will tuck it and run. 50, 45, and taken down at the 40. A good job of tucking it and running it from the junior quarterback up to the Bulldog 40-yard line, and another Panther first down.
Yeah, they found some weakness here on that left side, and that time they got to the outside. And again, Blocklinger, what he did so well is he just told his receivers, go deep. And he saw the room that he had to run, so they just took off. Well, the defenders had to go with them, and not just give him that 10, 15 yards.
I wish Avery Johnson would do that one.
yeah.
5:22 to go here in the second quarter. Panthers have it. 1st and 10 on the Marysville 40-yard line, going left to right. Still in a scoreless game. Blocklinger on the gun with trips to the far sideline. Drake gets the handoff. Now rolls it to the right, tucks it, keeps it himself, and is cut down at the 36-yard line, and a gain of 4 that time on the option play that has worked both times they've ran that ball. We haven't seen him run it a lot this season, but it's been effective.
The problem was they ran it to the short side of the field, and they just ran out of field here. You know, with the ball on the right hash, that doesn't give you a lot of room to this side, but he did get some good blocks. Again, out front, Cole Libby.
To go here in the second quarter. 2nd and 6 for Concordia. Blocklinger on the gun, rolls to his left, throws it deep across the middle of the field, and it's intercepted. Pass is picked off by Marysville at the 6-yard line there by number 33, J.T. Becker in the safety spot. Jumped in front of the route, and Marysville forces a Panther turnover. Blocklinger's 5th interception of the season.
I kind of threw that up for Gabs. Marysville had it well covered that time, but anyway, it makes it Marysville with a long ways to go here as they have the ball on their own 6-yard line with 4:31 to go here in the first half. And like you said, how fast this half is going. Hopefully the time will run out or the Panthers can get a turnover of their own.
Schradel is in under center in the flex bone offense, and it's a false start, it looks like, over there on that right side. Marysville trying to give themselves some more breathing room, and unfortunately, now they just shrunk their breathing room a little bit on that right side.
Yeah.
Looked like Ty Mosher was the one who jumped, and he was frustrated with himself.
Yeah, he went on the wrong count. I've done that. I've done that. We scored a touchdown, but I was offsides. I still remember it. It's 50, 60 years ago.
So now it's 1st and 13 for Marysville. Back on their own 3-yard line. Schradel under center, hands it up the middle to Hayfley, who breaks out of a couple tackles and falls forward back to the original line of scrimmage, back to the 6-yard line, a gain of 3, making it 2nd and 10 with 4:18 to go here in the second quarter. We're still scoreless. Again, this is only the 5th drive of the football game, folks. Marysville had it twice. They've gotten stopped twice, and the Panthers have had the ball twice. They had a turnover on downs and then an interception. That's just how fast of a game this has been time-wise. Just a lot of, the ball has been kept on the ground and kept the clock running. And Marysville isn't breaking the huddle until under 10 seconds on the play clock, which also helps. Schradel snaps it at 5, pitches it into the end zone, trying to bounce it to the right side, but there's Brayton Hake to bring down the ball carrier after taking the ball up to the 9-yard line, a gain of about 3 that time, making it 3rd and 7. On the carry that time for Marysville was Ty Hager. 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs on their own 9-yard line with 3:24 to go here in the second quarter.
The Panthers did a good job. They just went with it was a student body right for the Marysville Bulldogs, and the Panthers had to push. They just went outside and did a good job of stringing the play out. He finally had to turn it in, and there were several Panthers there to
Brayton Hank does a good job of stringing those plays out.
And he came clear from the other side. He is on the right side.
Schradel under center, pitches it here to the near side, and Hayfley is tackled in the backfield. What a play by Burke Kindle from the safety spot, and Marysville will have to punt it from their own end zone after not gaining a yard.
Give a lot of credit to Burke Kindle on that one, because he strung it out, finally came in and made a one-on-one tackle, a nice tackle. That's just how you play that cornerback spot.
The Panthers now should get the ball in great field position with 2 timeouts to work with, and Concordia gets the ball to start the third quarter. So this could be dream scenario for the Panthers to try and get a 2-for-1 here.
Aiden Fair on his own 45-yard line. Or, excuse me, on the Marysville 45.
Marysville will probably have to take a timeout as the play clock winds down, and they will. The Bulldogs use their first timeout with 2:07 to go. Oh, the clock is still running. The clock should probably go back up to like 2:10-ish.
Yeah, I
It'll
think
be
so.
4th and 7 for the Panthers, or for the Bulldogs when we come back. You're tuned in to Concordia High School football on KNCK Radio, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. There's only 2 minutes and 5 seconds left here in the first half. But Marysville on 4th and 7 will have to punt it from their own end zone. Low snap. The punt goes high in the Friday night sky. It's a short kick, and all the Panthers get away from it as that ball will bounce and be stopped at the 16-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Worst case scenario there for the Bulldogs. After the interception, the Panthers actually ended up gaining yardage.
They did. You're exactly right.
Unbelievable.
You know, the Panthers put some pressure on him, and of course he was about halfway back in the end zone. He wanted to get rid of the ball, and he just kind of shanked it, went straight up in the air, came down, took a Panther bounce.
And there's really not any wind. If there's any, it's blowing out of the south, so it would have been at his back, but that punt just went straight up in the air, and the Panthers now have it inside of the red zone. 1st and 10 on the Bulldog 19-yard line. Blocklinger in the gun, tucks it and keeps it himself up the middle. Gets up to the 15-yard line, a gain of 3 that time. And the Panthers still have 2 timeouts to work with and 1:45 now remaining in the first half. This is a huge opportunity for the Panthers, who do get the ball to start the third quarter.
You're right, and so if they could just get a touchdown right here. So McNutt coming out and Fair coming back in.
90 seconds to go now. The Panthers not really in a ton of hurry yet. They have 2nd and 7 here from the Bulldogs 15-yard line. Panthers going left to right. Blocklinger in the gun. 2 wide receivers to either side. Drake in the gun. Immediately tucks it, rolls to the right, and will be thrown down in the backfield. A sack. Nobody could get open. And making the sack in the backfield for Marysville was Sam Schmitz, the 6'4", 190-pound junior. Now forces the Panthers to call a timeout. After a loss that time of about 4, it will now be 3rd and 11 back on the Concordia 19-yard line. Now this is where you like to mention Parker Jackson of being an option for a field goal. He's 1-for-1 this season from about this distance.
You really want the touchdown, though, if you can possibly get it. I'd like to go down to Tyler and just get his feeling about the bench right here. Are they excited about this?
Yeah, let's get Tyler here real quick and ask him what the emotion is down there on the sideline on this 3rd and 11 play. Tyler, what are you sensing from the Panther sideline right now on this big 3rd and 11? Thank you, Tyler. I think we're probably echoing that statement, Warren. So here we go. 3rd and 11, 69 seconds to go here in the second quarter. We are tied at 0. Blocklinger in the gun, 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side. Hake to his left. Blocklinger takes the snap, rolls to his left. Nobody's open. Now he drops back. Now he rolls to the right, tucks it, runs it, has room to run to the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and diving forward. That should be enough for a first down. And what a scramble job by Drake Blocklinger to take it all the way up to the 5. But is there a flag down? And there is, all the way back on the 21. What a killer.
Oh, man. What an effort. He wanted to
first and goal.
What they wanted to do was roll to the left and throw it to Aiden Greer, who was out there in the flat. He was well covered, so he came around. But yeah, that is the second penalty, I believe, on Concordia. It is.
First one was a false start. This one, a little bit more killer, as Blocklinger got the first down, diving up near the 5-yard line. And now the Panthers are backed up 3rd and very long, all the way back to the Bulldog 31-yard line. Now you probably have 2 plays to try and get this, but boy, that hurts. You need to get all the way up to the 8 for a first down here.
What was the call? I did not. It was a hold. Okay.
So now the Panthers have it. 3rd and 33 official, or 23, I should say officially. Blocklinger in the gun. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Drake gets the snap, steps back, still has time to throw, now rolls to his right. Nobody can get open, and so he just fires it out of bounds. Great coverage downfield for Marysville. Nobody open. And after the Panthers had it 1st and 10 on the Bulldog 18, they actually lose yardage, and on 4th down here, with only 35 seconds left, not a lot you can do.
Yeah, it's out of the field goal range of Parker Jackson. It'd be a 50-yarder if he would try it. He may try it. He's in.
Boy, that would be something. But they're going to try it. Oh my goodness.
It's not going to be
he'll be kicking it from the 38-yard line. So this is a 48-yard field goal here for the Panthers with 35 seconds left. The kick is up. It's on the way, but it's way short. So they tested the distance, and I guess why not, with only 30 seconds left in the half, just to try and get some points, but the 48-yard field goal is short, and after the Panthers had it 1st and 10 on the 18, no points.
And they didn't get it, but Marysville's going to have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line with 30 seconds. They do have 2 timeouts left, so or 1 timeout.
So when you think about it, the field goal for Concordia actually was a good move.
Yeah, no, that was a good move. Sure.
Make, obviously, you love that, but miss it. It actually moves Maryville back to the 20 instead of up on the 31, which is where they would have been. So the Bulldogs have it 1st and 10 on their own 20 with 30 seconds to go here in the first half. Schradel under center, drops back looking to throw, and is sacked in the backfield by Brayton Hake. His first sack of the season, all the way back to the 12-yard line. What a play. And that's the Panthers' 2nd sack of the season. Cole Williams had the other sack. And we may have a timeout as well. Stopping the clock at 19 seconds. Concordia calls a timeout, but, I mean, it doesn't really do a ton of justice because you only have 2 to work with. So now with only 1 timeout left, I mean, Marysville can still run the clock out.
Yeah, unless they Panthers just want to make darn sure right now, don't give up the big play. You know, if you've got to play a prevent defense, you got to have somebody on the 50-yard line. That's what you do. We'll see what coach. I'm sure there was a reason for his timeout. So we'll see.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to give up the big play. Maybe you're trying to force prey on a turnover or something like that nature. Because Marysville has it now 2nd and about 18, back on their own 13, so 2nd and 17 officially.
Rush Leduc is a little bit deep in cover 1 here on about his own 25
and
yards.
Marysville is just going to take a knee here,
so they are,
don't really understand why Concordia called a timeout, but now they won't take a timeout, and that will be the final play of one of the fastest first half of football that you'll ever see. Each team only had 3 drives. Well, technically, this is Marysville's fourth drive, but not really. And we're scoreless after only 41 minutes of real, or 44 minutes, I should say, of real game time. That's the end of the first half. The Panthers do get the ball to start the third quarter, and we'll come back as now our Panther halftime show begins. We'll come back, give you our first.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight your CHS dancers will be performing a Michael Jackson hip-hop routine choreographed by Abigail Rose Grable. This routine features some of the most iconic songs from the King of Pop. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Please help me welcome your CHS dance squad. Freshman Presley Marsh, Trinity Bichard, sophomores Kezia Ringy, Layla Evers, Morgan Lister, Tegan Bro, junior Peyton Cruiser, and seniors Bella Stuber, Kate Benishek, Alyssa Maya, and Carrie Farmer. Dance is under the direction of Maria Leduc and Abigail Rose Grable. All right, CHS students, we want to announce the winners of the class floats. And I'd like to thank the Booster Club for helping sponsor the homecoming floats this year for our homecoming parade. All right, the winner of the class float is, once again, the juniors. Congratulations, juniors, you have won the class float, best class float. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the pride of all Concordia, your Concordia High School Marching Panthers. The Marching Panthers are led on the field by drum major Vanessa Brown. Prepare to feel the power, the attitude, and the unstoppable energy of music's fiercest trailblazers. Tonight's show is a celebration of bold voices, electrifying performances, and the rock legends who broke barriers and redefined what it means to be a diva. This is more than music, it's a tribute to the women who rock the world. Get ready for Divas of Rock. Drum Major Brown, is your band ready? Then Marching Panthers, you may take the field. captained by Mr. Stuart Reggie and assisted by Renata Knox. The color guard captains are Tegan Burrow and Lillian McNutt. And the drumline captain is Allison Finley. Support of athletic and academic organizations at the high school. Diamond level boosters are Egg by Air Incorporated, Shane and Mandy Donovan, Brian and Amanda Straight, Campbell and Johnson, Concordia Optimist Club, Dr. Dorothy and Dustin Bro, Dr. Justin and Tracy Poor, Dr. Richard and Rochelle Keeker, Easy G's Sports Grill, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Amber Lambert, Flower Gallery, Kendall Insurance Services, Keeker Family Dentistry, Leduc Memorial, Troy and Shirley Leduc, Stein Farms, Mike and Christy Stein, North Central Kansas Health Center, Protex, and Lens Eye Care PA. Again, thank you, boosters. Okay, this just in, I have the winning number of the 50-50 raffle tickets. So if you purchased a 50-50 raffle ticket, get your coupon out. And the winner is going to receive $402. The winner can collect their money by finding Chrissy Henderson on the back side of the press box. All right, if you have your 50-50 raffle ticket out, here is the winning number. 5, 5, 2, 5, 0, 4. Again, that's 5, 5, 2, 5, 0, 4. Please meet Chrissy Henderson on the back side of the press box to claim your cash prize.
So Marysville comes in, they're 1 of 5 passing for 13 yards, they're 19 rushes for 68 yards for a total of 81 yards. Now the Panthers, they're 2 of 5 passing with 1 interception for 39 yards, and they are 12 rushes for 49 yards for a total of 88 yards.
Wow. So pretty even.
Pretty even. The Panthers have 2 penalties for 20 yards. The Bulldogs have 2 penalties for 5 yards. Panthers have 4 first downs. Marysville has 6 first downs, and the Panthers have 1 turnover. So yeah, it doesn't get much evener than that on the stats, and even on the scoreboard 0-0.
All right, so Concordia will get the football to start the third quarter, but quickly, Tyler, what are your keys to the second half? I couldn't agree more, really. I mean, and I said that, Lauren. Got to get Brayton Hake going, and I wonder if that's what the Panthers trying to do here on drive number 1 of the third quarter. Do you agree?
I totally agree. Brayton Hake just 5 rushes for 14 yards, well under his average.
Bulldogs kick it off right to out by the Panthers at the 16-yard line by Rush LeDuc, the homecoming king, and he is thrown forward by his teammate Liam McNutt all the way up to the 36-yard line. So a great return by the homecoming king Rush LeDuc, and the Panthers have it 1st and 10 on their own 35-yard line is where they will spot the football. Panthers going left to right on your radio down here to start the third quarter, and the home red jerseys, red pants, white numbers, and white helmets. Marysville on the road, white jerseys, white pants, red numbers, and black helmets. Panther football, here we go, 0-0 to start the second half. 2 wide receivers to either side, block leader in the gun, and Hake to his right. Drake takes the snap, and there it is. Handoff up the middle to Hake, and there he goes. Oh, he almost broke it. Brayton Hake was 1 step away from a touchdown. He got cut down after a gain of 9 up to the 44-yard line. What a start, and exactly what we were asking for, Lauren.
They ran right behind Jacob Brooks, again, Cohen Williams on that side, and Cole Libby. And what they did is they caught the Marysville Bulldogs in a blitz on the right side. And he ran it to the blitz on the Panther left side, and they ran it to the right side. It was a perfect call.
A gain of 8 officially, 2nd and 2 for the Panthers. Ball on their own 43-yard line in between the hashes. Block leader in the gun, takes the snap, looking to throw, and does here quickly to the near sideline. Diving and making the catch is Cale Schrader. Good enough for a first down up to the Concordia 47-yard line. And boy, not a great throw, but Cale Schrader, anything thrown his way, and he is so sure-handed.
He really does, and that picks up the Panthers' 5th first down.
1st and 10 Panthers now with the ball on their own 47-yard line on the right hash with 11 minutes to go here in the third quarter. First drive of the second half. Panthers going left to right, trying to take their lead. 2 wide receivers either side. Block leader in the gun will throw it quickly to the far side. Career catches it go off the top of his hands, and luckily for the Panthers, it falls to the ground because close there for Marysville. Close to an interception was Grady Cap, as Career couldn't come up with the catch. It's 2nd and 10.
Panthers again, they with 2 receivers to either side, and that time it was a slot receiver in Career. They hit the wide receiver on the far side. I'm not sure who it was, but he went deep. Career was just short. The time before it was just a little curl pattern to Cale Schrader here on the near side, and he's the wide receiver here on this side.
Here's block leader in the gun. Parker Jackson is a tight end to the left. Riker Wilderman goes in motion. Block leader takes it, throws it out to Wilderman off to that far side. Riker takes it up to the 50 before he's cut down after a short gain of about 3. A nice tackle on that far side of the field for Marysville's number 18, Ty Hager. 3rd and long here for the Panthers. Ball right at midfield, just inside of Bulldog territory with 10:25 to go here in the third quarter.
That pass to Wilderman was actually a lateral. That was thrown behind, and a good thing that Wilderman caught it. Otherwise, that'd been a loose ball.
We saw the Panthers score a touchdown on that exact same play last week against Abilene, except it went to Aiden Career. Blocker in the gun on 3rd and 7, throws it over to the far sideline. It's caught. First down, and breaking out of the tackle down to the 35-yard line on the far side of the field is once again, it is. There's Parker Jackson, his first catch of the night, his 8th catch of the season. And I said, Lauren, at halftime, got to find a way to get your best athlete to football. And look what happens. 1st and 10 Panthers on the Bulldog 34.
Jackson was a wide receiver on the far side. He just went down about 10 yards and cut it to the inside, and a good pass that time by Career.
1st and 10 Concordia. Ball on the Bulldog 34-yard line. Left hash. Panthers, this is the opening drive of the third quarter as Concordia goes left to right. 9:52 to go.
Parker Jackson comes out. I don't know
Yeah,
if
they
he's
stopped the
hit.
clock for him, too. He was a little bit gimpy. He seems to be okay, though. Blocklinger in the gun with 2 wide receivers to either side. And Hayes to his right. Blocklinger takes the snap. Brayton gets the handoff up the middle and is immediately cut down. Marysville has keyed in on that, as making the tackle that time for Marysville was number 65, Sam Schmitz, from the defensive line spot. But Hayes does a good job of falling forward up to the 31 for a gain of 3.
Yeah, he fell forward, but he had a bit of a push again behind Cohen Williams and Cole Libby here on this near side. And again, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you can do that in enemy territory.
Blocklinger in the gun, snaps it quickly, throws it to the flat, and it's dropped again by Creer. It didn't look like he had it to me, but the official says he did. Boy, I'll be honest, Lauren, that ball was in the air when he went to the sideline, and there they say it's incomplete. It took a long time for the official on the far side to say it was incomplete, but it was. It's the right call. And now it's 3rd and 7 for the Panthers with a ball on the Bulldog 31.
Again, that was the slot receiver that time, and it was the wide receiver goes deep. He cuts it to the outside down about 7-8 yards. And again, a good pass. It was thrown well. It was just Kerr was hit exceptionally hard immediately.
Yeah, right when the ball got there, he was crushed.
That was just good defense. And timeout being called.
Concordia will have to use a timeout here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter in a close ball game. Hopefully that doesn't come back to bite them. 8:57 to go in the 3rd quarter. We're tied at 0. 3rd and 7 for the Panthers when we come back in 30 seconds.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thanks so much to Tristan Green back in the studio. Lauren Swinson, Awesome and Norton here on a homecoming night at Harold M. Clark Stadium. A great crowd, but not a lot to cheer for so far. 8:57 to go in the 3rd quarter. It's still 0-0. 2 wide receivers for either side of Blocklinger in the gun here on 3rd and 7. Drake gets the snap, rolls it to the right, pitches it to Brayton Hake, who's blown up in the backfield. Nothing there at all. Making the tackle for Marysville is J.T. Becker. A loss on the play. Makes it 4th and 9 now for the Panthers. Back to their own 33-yard line.
Or another one of those situations again. It would be a 50-yard field goal. I don't think they're going to try that. It was short on a 47 or 48-yard earlier, so they're going to go for it here. Got to think that hopefully the Panthers can convert this 4th down.
4th and 9 for Concordia with 8:25 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Ball on the Bulldog 33-yard line. Blocklinger in the gun. Has time. Now rolls out to the right, tucks it and runs. He'll be short of the 1st down as he takes it up to the 28-yard line, which is not a 1st down. And once again, coverage downfield for Marysville. None of the Panther wide receivers can seem to get open, unfortunately.
Yeah, I really wasn't watching downfield. I don't know if Tyler was able to see downfield or not. He's down there right on the sideline to watch that a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get that question answered here real quick before Marysville starts their drive. 1st and 10 on their own 28-yard line. And on that 4th down, Tyler, what did you see from the Panther wide receivers on if they were able to get open or not? Thank you, Tyler. First play here of this drive for Marysville is a handoff to Hafley up the middle, and he's cut down after a gain of about a half a yard.
And Brayton Hake, along with Jacob Brooks in there making the stop. We're going to pick up just about a couple of yards. So Panthers, again, moving some different people around. Again, Brayton Hake, of course, is your outside linebacker here on the near side, well, on the strong side of the formation.
2nd and 8 for Marysville. Schradel under center, hands it off here to the right side, and what a play made by Cohen Williams on Hafley as he once again pushes him backwards after a gain of only 1. It's 3rd and 7 from the Marysville 29.
Well, I just love the way Cohen Williams is playing right now. Again, he's that middle linebacker, and he is just all over the field making tackles and doing a good job that time. That time he didn't take him to the ground, but he just kept driving those legs and pushing him in the backfield.
7:06 to go here in the third quarter. It's 3rd and 7 for Marysville. This is their first drive of the second half, and they have the ball on their own 29-yard line on the left hash. In the flexbone offense, here's the sophomore quarterback, Grady Schradel, coming under center with Hafley, the fullback, directly behind him. And now Marysville looks like they have to use a timeout, or is it a delay of game? It is a delay of game. They did not get the timeout, I don't think. The White Hat said it was delay of game, but the official on the far sideline maybe signaled timeout. And now he's pointing to the back show at the Concordia 45-yard line on if it was a delay of game or not. Now, Marysville's been flirting with disaster all night. They break the huddle.
It is a delay of game.
It is a delay of game. So playing with fire, it burns them, as they have been breaking the huddle at 10 seconds to go on the play clock, and that's tough when you get up to the line of scrimmage and try to snap the football. And that time the Bulldogs were not able to do so. And so now a 3rd and 7 becomes 3rd and 12 for Marysville. Now back on their own 24-yard line left hash. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Schradel under center. Hafley directly behind him. Schradel takes the snap, under pressure, rolling to the right. Now will tuck it and run. Breaks out of a tackle and is pushed out of bounds by Parker Jackson, short of the first down. As Schradel takes it up to the 34-yard line. He needed the 36. Which makes it 4th and 2 here for Marysville. And, well, a pretty interesting decision here. You'd expect a punt, but the way this offense goes, it looks like they're going to go for it. Schradel comes under center. Watch the jump here. The Panthers don't move, and that's exactly what they were trying to do. And now it looks like a false start on Marysville. And now, so that's all the Bulldogs were trying to do there, Lauren, was they were trying to get the Panthers to jump off sides. Instead, the Bulldogs move off sides, and now they'll punt it here on 4th and 7.
Well, again, Marysville, that was the right call. Their punter has not been the best so far, and so either way, Panthers should get pretty good field protection. Aiden Kerr back at about his own 45-yard line.
To punt it for Marysville, who has had a tough night, is Cam Wetter. Cam gets the perfect snap. This is a much better punt this time, as running back to make the fair catch for Concordia is Aiden Creer. He makes the catch at the 33-yard line of Concordia, and that's where the Panthers will set up their second drive here in the third quarter. And Lauren, how does this Panther offense kind of get going here?
I don't know. I just keep expecting them to explode. I really believe Bretton Hake, that's one of the things that Tyler really wanted to see is the Panthers to get that running game going with Bretton Hake, and I tend to agree with him. Of course, Marysville's done a really good job of stopping him. They just need to get consistent and move the chains consistently.
6:16 to go here in the third quarter. We're still scoreless here on a homecoming night between the Panthers and the Bulldogs. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Blockman in the gun with Jackson as a tight end to the left. Sends Wilderman in motion. Blockman will keep it himself, trying to bounce it to the outside, and he's thrown down after a short gain of 2. That time making the tackle from behind was once again Sam Schmitz. And boy, have we said his name a lot. A gain of 2 to the 35 at 2nd and 8.
The Panthers are trying all kinds of different run plays, inside, outside. Nothing has been very effective. Marysville doing a good job seeming to control the Panthers, but you just have a feeling that the Panthers have the athletes to break a big one here real soon.
This is a Bulldog defense coming into tonight has averaged giving up 39 points per game. They're going to cut that average in half after tonight. Hake takes it up the middle. He's cut down after a short gain up to the 38-yard line. That will make it 3rd and a long 5 here for Concordia as they continue to try and run the football. They officially spotted at the 39-yard line, which makes it 3rd and 4 here for the Panthers with 5:18 to go here in a scoreless ball game of the third quarter. Still in the third quarter here at 8:15 p.m. Crazy. 2 wide receivers to either side. Blockringer in the gun and Hake to his right. Drake takes the snap, has time to throw. Now throws it across the middle of the field, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Cale Schrader. And a quick 3 and out for the Panthers, and they give the ball right back to the Bulldogs. both defenses, I think, are playing pretty well right now.
They really are. And again, that was a pass was well covered. He threw it like a bullet, and he had to because there was 3 defenders right around the Panther receiver. So
this is the first time the Panthers will punt tonight, and Parker Jackson, standing at his own 23-yard line, will do so. Good snap. He rolls to the right, kicks it deep downfield, and the ball bounces. He takes a Panther bounce, and it will roll, and it is down inside of the 5. And will they say it's a touchback, or will they spot it at the 1? They are going to spot that football. As of right now, it's a touchback. As trying to make the play was the sophomore Javen Garcia. He got the ball, but he rolled into the end zone. So what could have been a big punt for Jackson, now Marysville will get it at the 20. Well, hold on now.
Yeah,
now
I was going to say, he touched that before it went into the end zone. When he touched the ball, it went into the end zone, or when he grabbed it, but it went in, when he touched it, it should be at the 1-yard line.
I think that's where they're going to spot it.
And they are. They are.
Ball is at the 1. What a punt. That's the biggest play of the night.
In the half-yard line, and I'm not sure where were the Panthers at? Were they at
Parker Jackson punted it from his own 28-yard line.
So they were on about the...
Or 24. He punted it from his own 24-yard line.
So that would have
all the way
been
down
about
inside of the 1. That's the biggest play of the night for Concordia. Parker Jackson pins the Bulldogs inside of the 1, and the flexbone offense. Schradel under center just keeps it and dives forward to avoid the safety. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. We'll get Tyler on the phone here and get his perspective about how close this is to the goal line. This is a critical play. And Tyler, how close are they to the goal line down there?
Short gain, bringing up second down.
Panthers really need to get some penetration right here.
2nd and 10. Ball at the 1. Schradel hands it over to Hafley, and he has a big hole past the 10 before he's cut down by the safety, Rush Leduc. First down, Bulldogs up to the 12-yard line, and a gain of 11 on 2nd and 10 inside of the 1.
And that was just a good play off to the right side. Rush Leduc along with Parker Jackson making the stop. But that is for Marysville. That is, I believe, their 7th first down.
And that may be their biggest one of the night to get out of the end zone. And Concordia, I hate to bring it up, they have given up a 99-yard touchdown drive this season, and that was last week to Abilene. Schradel in the flexbone under center will hand it up the middle, and it's another big hole for Hafley as he dives forward past the 20. Another first down up to the 24-yard line, just right up the middle.
Yeah, that's too bad. They're getting out of the end zone, and right now the Panthers need to come up with really some good defense and stop this Marysville running attack right now.
3:30 to go here in the third quarter. It is 1st and 10 for, well, they haven't moved the chains yet. Maybe they spotted it short.
No, it is short, yeah.
Wow. So it should be 2nd and about an inch. And it will go to Hafley, and he's hit in the backfield. Back to the 21-yard line. Now the marker over there shows 3rd down, but it should be 3rd down. Now the marker shows 4th down, but unless I'm crazy.
I think you're right. I think it's
now the officials are going to bring out the chains for a measurement here. It should be 3rd and 1. The ball is spotted right at the 22-yard line, which is where they needed to go for the first down.
Let's go down to Tyler and see how close it is.
Okay, Tyler, they are bringing out the chains now, my friend. How close? That would make it 3rd and maybe an inch or 2.
About 4.
You called it, Tyler. Well, now the white hat says 4th down, but Tyler, am I crazy? Is it 3rd down right now or 4th down? I guess, based on the officials, they're saying it's 4th down, but There's no way that it is, right? Unless I'm crazy. And
No,
now the Marysville...
I think they're having a talk. And
Yeah, now
Marysville-
the Marysville coaches are going crazy. Maybe I'm losing it, but if I'm losing it, I feel like every other coach down there is also losing it. I don't know. It's 2:58 to go here in the third quarter in a scoreless ball game. What I have is 3rd and inches on the Bulldog 22-yard line. What the Sticks have is 4th and inches on the Marysville 22-yard line. And now all the officials are coming together around the football to try and, I guess, refresh their memory.
Yeah. Well, they should have a little thing in their pocket that tells them. We'll see. But no, everything stays.
Well, now the sideline judge is walking over there. The marker hasn't moved. So as of right now, it's 4th and inches. And Marysville gets the first down anyway. So.
Yeah.
All right, now it's officially 1st and 10 for Marysville with the ball on their own 24-yard line, going right to left with 2:45 to go here in the third quarter. Okay, all that straightened out. That was kind of wild.
Yeah. So,
Boy, I guess that would have been huge if the Panthers got to stop there, I guess. I don't know.
Panthers are rotating some different people in at the defensive tackles. Bob will try and pick those numbers up for you right now.
Here's Marysville in the flex mode, the sack, and all that Schradel could do was throw it away before he's brought down in the backfield. Along back there was Jacob Brooks to help bring him down. But Schradel just got the throw away before Hake and Brooks got him down for a sack. Boy, they were right there, Lauren.
They were. Kind of a little strange substitution in there right now. Ian Loudermilk is in playing one of the defensive tackles. Now, usually he's a cornerback or...
yeah, normally he's one of the outside linebackers.
Right,
yeah.
and now he's inside. So a little difference here. That I assume his quickness, wanted to get a little more quickness in there.
Schradel under center takes the snap. It's Hafley right up the middle again, and he has a huge hole all the way up to the 40-yard line before Burt Kendall can bring him down. They officially spotted at the 41-yard line, and that's simply just right up the middle.
Yeah, they're going off their left tackle, and they're just finding some running room. So Cole Ivy goes back in now for Ian Loudermilk, and the Panthers are just trying to find really some clues here, or something to stop that running attack up the middle.
1st and 10 Marysville, ball on their own 41-yard line right to left. This is their first drive of the third quarter. Schradel under center, and it's blown up immediately in the backfield as Hafley, thanks to Braden Hake, and in there as well for the Panthers was Cole Ivy.
Yeah, their defense was set just for the exact right thing, and they expected to run to the left this time, back again, and everybody was slanting that way, and plus we had the linebackers in there and everybody else, but it was Cole Ivy along with Jacob Brooks that really snuffed that out.
1:20 to go here in the third quarter. 2nd and 11 for Marysville. Ball on their own 40-yard line going right to left. Schradel under center takes the snap. Hafley will bounce it to the outside and has room to run. 45-50 before he's finally chased down by Parker Jackson. They will say he stepped out of bounds just shy of the 50 up to the 49-yard line, which makes it 3rd and much more manageable now. 3rd and 2 for Marysville with a minute to go here in the third quarter, still in a scoreless 0-0 ball game.
It is, and just again, hard-fought defensive game. Right now, the Panthers, hands kind of on their hips, and Marysville again taking the time. Just you've talked about it all game. As they don't break the huddle, we're down to about 8 seconds as they break the huddle. 7 seconds.
3rd and 2 for Marysville. Ball on their own 49-yard line. Schradel snaps it with 1 on the play clock right up to Hafley. Dives forward for the first down. He was hit, but then kept his legs churning. Good enough for a first down up to the Panther 48-yard line, and the drive continues for Marysville.
They've started at their own half-yard line, and it's just been a nice long, or not for the Panther fan, not nice, but it's been a good drive for the Marysville Bulldogs. Panthers need a turnover right here.
Got to have some kind of a big play, a sack, a loss, something. 1st and 10 Marysville with the ball on the Concordia 48-yard line right hash. Schradel under center, sends a guy in motion, and the ball is on the ground. Well, we kind of put that into existence. A big loss for Marysville all the way back to their own 46-yard line. A loss that time of 8 on first down. And, well, Lauren asking you shall receive.
Well, yeah, but we need the ball. So
I'll take a loss of 8.
that'll help.
That'll help.
Brody
And
Knox.
that should be the final play of the third quarter, would be my guess. And, well, Lauren, literally nothing has changed, my friend.
Not really. I said before it was Jacob Brooks in there. Brody Knox actually was in there playing that defensive tackle spot. Now Jacob Brooks is back in there, and Cole Lively. So here it is. We're going to start the fourth quarter. No score in the ball game.
Hold up your 4 fingers, folks. There's only 12 minutes of football. There's only been 7.5 drives in this football game, and we're tied at 0. 12 minutes left, and we'll be back in 60 seconds here on KNZK Radio. This is nuts.
Yeah, it really is kind of a boring football game.
Attention.
To please report to the concession stand. Again, that is Caden Carr. Please report to the concession stand.
Thanks so much to Tristan Green back in the studio. Lauren Swenson, Austin McNorton coming to you here from Harold M. Clark Stadium on a homecoming Friday night between your Concordia Panthers and the Marysville Bulldogs. Believe it or not, folks, I know it's only 8:27 here on this Friday night, but we are now beginning the fourth quarter. It's 0-0. We've only had 7.5 drives of this football game. And starting here in the fourth quarter, it's 2nd and 18 for Marysville, and there's the biggest play of the night for the Bulldogs as the quarterback keeper Grady Schradel takes it all the way to the Concordia 39-yard line. On 2nd and 18, he gains 17, making it 3rd and 1 on a quarterback keeper.
Rush Leduc, the homecoming king, made the stop, but not until they didn't give him a first down. I thought it was a first down. It's just 9 yards.
It was 17 yards actually. Lauren.
Yeah, 17 and
3rd and 1 now for Marysville. Boy, that's a critical play to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So in a scoreless ball game, Schradel under center, and the way this offense runs, this should be pretty simple. Yep, quarterback keeper right at the middle, and he gains about 3. They'll spot him right outside of the 35 to the 36. Another 1st and 10 for Marysville.
Well, we talked one of the keys in the game, is the offensive and defensive line. Who can control the line of scrimmage? And right now, on this drive, Marysville's doing the best job. Noah DeMars was in for the Concordia Panthers. They're trying to get a lot of different people in there. Cole Libby is now in there at a defensive end. Of course, Matt.
This drive started for Marysville inside of their own 1-yard line. They now have it 1st and 10 on the Concordia 36. And there's a hit in the backfield by Matthew Nowyou, but nobody can bring him down. There were 4 Panthers there to bring the tackle at the 40, and instead Schradel goes forward for a gain of 3.
Matt McNutt had him in the backfield and spun him around, but he just wouldn't go down. Finally took some other people in there to really make that stop. So, again,
what could have been a loss of about 5 turns into a gain of 3 officially for Marysville, up to the Panther 33-yard line at 2nd and 7. A wide receiver goes to the far side of the field. Schradel comes under center. Scoreless ball game here in the fourth quarter. Handoff goes to the left, and what a tackle by Aiden Creer. He hung on for dear life, as nearly breaking out of the tackle there for Marysville on the end-around counter was Ty Hager, but Creer with a big-time tackle, a loss of 3, makes it 3rd and 10.
Now, why that was such a big-time tackle, again, he had contained. Now, he could have overrun it. He could have went in and he went after it. Instead, he did exactly what he needed to do. That outside linebacker spot, he came, make sure nobody got around him. And that's a hard tackle out in the open field, and Aiden Kerr did a terrific job.
10 on the play clock. 3rd and 10 for Marysville. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Schradel under center. Play action. Has time to throw across the middle, and it's broken up. Aiden Creer is there. The pass was intended for Ty Hager across the middle, and Creer back-to-back big plays from the sophomore safety.
Now, he just had man-on-man coverage with him, and he just took and stayed with him and knocked it away. He was about a step behind him, in perfect position to knock that ball away. So it is 4th and 10 here. This could be a play of the game.
Yeah, definitely. 9:19 to go in the ball game. We're scoreless. It's 4th and 10 for Marysville with the ball on the Concordia 36-yard line. 8 on the play clock. Here come the Bulldogs. 5 on the play clock. Now Schradel goes in the gun with 2 on the play clock. Takes the snap. Under pressure. Blockleader got him! Quarterback on quarterback. Drake Blockleader gets his first sack of his career up to the 39-yard line, and the Panthers will take over. Biggest play of the night.
You saw that. At least I saw it again. You saw Blocklinger here on the outside linebacker on the left side. He comes on a blitz, and he is on blitz on the outside, almost offside. But instead, he got there just in time and was able to run him down over. He came from the 30-yard line, or the 30 mark on this side, all the way to the 40 mark on the far side.
You want to teach someone how to time a snap perfectly. Show that play over and over and over again. 1st and 10 Panthers, ball on their own 39-yard line right hash. And here is Blockleader in the gun. Has all day to throw. Nobody can get open. Rolls to the right, throws to the sideline, and it's caught into Marysville territory up to the 48-yard line. What a catch by guess who? Cale Schrader.
Yeah, you exactly called that one right. You just knew that was going to be. That's the Panthers' 7th first down. Cale Schrader, again, he rolled his right, and I was watching the receivers that time. Who was open? There was nobody open for a long time. Cale Schrader went down all the way down to about the 40-yard line, saw his quarterback was in trouble, and just came straight back, and that time Blocklinger was able to hit him, and again, Cale Schrader makes a great catch.
1st and 10, Blockleader in the gun, hands it off to Williman here to the outside. He's got blockers. There goes Riker, and he's cut down at the 40. A gain of 8. They spot him just inside of the 40. Now they'll spot it back exactly on the 40, making it 2nd and 2. But, oh boy, it looked like a touchdown for Wilderman.
And I'll tell you what, that time, the block of the game could be picked up right there, and it was Parker Jackson. Parker Jackson was the kind of the wing back here, or the wideout on this side, came in and made a nice block on coming downside.
Blockleader in the gun. 2 wide receivers either side. 2nd and 2, handoff goes to Brayton Hake up the middle, and he fights forward inside of the 40, up near the 38, which is where the first down is. Based on where they spot it, it'll either be just a half-inch short or good enough for a first down. Looks to me like the nose is past the first down chain. I think they're going to bring it out and measure it, which means we'll go down to Tyler and see if he has a good vantage point on it, on what would be 3rd and potentially inches here. And Tyler, maybe perhaps you have a better vantage point than we do down there on the sideline as they bring the chains out here. What do you see? They need the 38, the ball,
Nope.
Well, oh, how close is it, Tyler? So they mark it just 1 inch short, officially. Thank you, Tyler, for your vantage point. So, Hake needed 2. He got, well, 1 3/4. So it's 3rd and an inch with 8 minutes to go here in the ball game. Scoreless ball game. Panthers have it on the Marysville 38-yard line. Blockleaner is in the gun. He'll keep it himself off to the right side, and he spins forward, but that's a loss. On 3rd and an inch, the Panthers lose a yard. It's now 4th and a full 1 back to the 39-yard line.
It looked to me like he didn't get a very good spot. I mean, see, they were swinging him around. I thought he got past the first down marker, but he did not. There was a Marysville Bulldog with a cramp.
So now so now, Lauren, it's 4th and a full 1 yard as the marker's at the 38-yard line. The Panthers have it at the 39-yard line. And I'm surprised on 3rd and an inch, Concordia's in the shotgun.
Well, they have stayed in the shotgun the whole season. Not once have we seen Drake Blocklinger up under center. So, you know, it's pretty, you got to stay with what you've been doing all season long. And he went off to the right side behind Cole Libby over there at Cohen Williams, and just was unable to get the good block that he needed to take him to the first down marker.
7:37 to go here in the ball game. Yes, in the ball game, believe it or not, here at 8:37 on a Friday night. There's only 7.5 minutes left of this football game, and we are still tied 0-0. Marysville had a 4th and 10 that they got stopped on to give the Panthers the football. Now Concordia has a 4th and 1 on the Bulldog 39-yard line, right hash, to try and keep the drive alive. Huge play here for both teams.
That was Sam Schmitz that had the cramp, and he's going off. He's okay.
4th and 1 for Concordia. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Hake to the right of Blockleiner in the gun. Blockleiner will keep it himself right up the middle, dives forward, first down. He needed 1, he got 2. Up to the Bulldog 36-yard line, and boy, just a sigh of relief as Concordia has a new set of chains.
Now that time they put Parker Jackson over there as the wingback on that side. They had the tight end over there too, and they just went to the strength that time, didn't waste around, just drove it forward and picked up that first down.
1st and 10 Concordia. Ball on the Bulldog 36-yard line, right hash, with 7:12 to go here in the football game, scoreless. 2 wide receivers to either side. Blockleiner in the gun, Hake to his right. Now Aiden Creer goes in motion. Aiden will get the handoff. Now throws it here to the near side to Riker Wilderman. Wilderman following Drake Blockleiner is the lead blocker. And Wilderman dragging Bulldogs inside of the 25 to the 24 in the first down. A double reverse there as Blockleiner to Creer, Creer to Wilderman. 1st and 10 Concordia inside of the 25.
That was an excellent call, and I give it again, Coach Wilderman a lot of call on that, to call on his own son, and it was just looked like everything was going to the right, and then the reverse to Wilderman, and out in front of him was Aiden Creer. You said it. He made a couple of blocks out there, and they picked up the first down.
1st and 10 Concordia. Ball on the left hash of the Bulldog 24-yard line. Blockleiner in the gun. This time hands it up the middle. There's the biggest run of the night for Brayton Hake inside of the 10 to the 9. The biggest run of the night for the running back Brayton Hake, and the Panthers, for the first time all night for either team, we have a 1st and goal.
Yeah, again, that time Marysville loaded up to the left side a little bit. There was kind of an open to that right side. Cole Libby, along with Cohen Williams and Jacob Brooks, boy, they got a good push, and they got a good push downhill on that. And there was a big hole. Brayton Hake hadn't seen one of them all night long. 1st
and goal Concordia, just inside of the 10-yard line. Blockleiner in the gun, hands it up the middle to Hake again, and he falls forward just shy of the 5 to about the 7. A couple of Bulldogs there to make the tackle. Grady Cap was the first guy I saw. 5:52 to go in the ball game. Still 0-0, and it's 2nd and goal for Concordia on the Marysville 6-yard line officially.
Boy, right now, the right side of the Panther offensive line, they call that the strong side. And boy, they were doing a good job. Williams, along with Libby, getting good blocks.
Blockleiner in the gun. 2 wide receivers to the far side. Drake will keep it himself. Following Jackson and Hake. Touchdown, Panthers! Tremendous blocking from Brayton Hake and Parker Jackson. And the junior quarterback, Drake Blockleiner, has his 2nd rushing touchdown of the season. And Concordia takes the 1st and only lead of the ball game, 6-0, with 5:27 to go here in the ball game. Wow, what a play.
61 yards, 7-play drive.
And now Parker Jackson for the critical point after attempt. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. 5:27 to go. Concordia leads it 7-0. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Tyler Dorman. And Tyler, what did you see down there, my friend? Couldn't agree more. And Lauren, I mean, that blocking, you said it too. The offensive line for Concordia kind of took over in that drive.
He did, and he's Tyler's exactly right. But also the block was, again, Brayton Hake. Brayton Hake led the way through that hole, got the linebacker that you needed to get right in there, and was able to just pancake him, and they followed it in. And I want to mention somebody else, Cale Schrader. We talk about him catching the ball. He's the long snapper, and he's had a good long snap every time we've had it tonight. And Jacob Brooks doing an excellent job at center too. I just want to bring both of those up.
So 5:27 to go here in the football game. Concordia leads Marysville 7-0. And now the Panthers will rely on their defense to try and hold on to that 7-point lead as Parker Jackson will kick off right to left on your radio dial. Back deep to receive for the Bulldogs. The only time Jackson's kicked off tonight, he put it in the end zone. Can he do it again? Easily. That went through the back of the end zone. Good grief. And Marysville will start out 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. Now, can the defense hold the lead? I hate to bring it up, because Concordia had a 9-point lead with 3 minutes to go against the Abilene Cowboys last week. Weren't able to hold on. Can they do it tonight? Against a Bulldog offense who doesn't have a lot of big playability. They're much more Army football ground and pound in this flexbone offense. Can they go 80 yards to try and tie the game? Flexbone, Schradel under center, 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Takes the snap, Hafley right off to the right side, a huge hole to the 30, 35, 40. And cut down just shy of the 45, and well, that's about as good of a first play on a drive as you can ask for, all the way up to the 44-yard line and a gain of 24 on 1st down.
Yeah, they go off that left side of that Panther defense, or right side of the Panther defensive line, and they make that their 10th first down.
1st and 10 Marysville. Ball on their own 44-yard line left hash. The clock stops at 5:20 to go as Hafley went out of bounds on his sideline. Schradel under center. Takes the snap. Handoff goes right up the middle again, and it's a huge hole for Hafley as he gets inside of Panther territory and cut down at the Concordia 47-yard line, a gain of 9. Right down the field and already in Concordia territory before even having the football for a minute.
Yeah, they're doing a nice job just running on either side right now. Both offensive lines, we just talked about how good the Panther offensive line is, and now the Marysville offensive line.
2nd and 1 for the Bulldogs. Handed off to Hafley off to the left side. This time he is hit at the line of scrimmage and brought down, but he dives forward up to the Concordia 44-yard line, a 1st down. Making the tackle there was Brody Knox for Concordia. 1st and 10 Marysville. Ball on the Panther 44-yard line, left hash, 4:35 to go in the ball game, and Concordia leading it 7-0.
Panthers are trying to get a lot of different defensive linemen in there. Right now it's Jacob Brooks, Brody Knox, along with Cole Libby. Let's see, those are the 3 down linemen. So
1st and 10 Marysville on the Concordia 44-yard line. Schradel keeps it himself up the middle and dives forward to the 40. Good job of hanging on there for the tackle for Concordia was Cole Libby making the tackle, but not after a gain of about 3, just shy of the 40-yard line. 4 minutes to go, and the Panthers leading 7-0.
Wow. That time Cole was able to get off his block and just slide down and make the tackle, but it's Brody Knox, the nose guard right there. He is the main man right now. You just got to plug everything up in the middle.
2nd and 6 for Marysville, just shy of the 40 on the left hash. Handoff up the middle to Hafley. He's crushed. Biggest hit of the night comes from Cohen Williams right at the line of scrimmage. Hafley dove forward to the 39-yard line, and that makes it 3rd and 6 here for Marysville, and a huge play for both teams.
I was watching him that time, and I had the binoculars right on him, and he's a middle linebacker, and there's a big young man. As the center came out to get him, he just used a forearm and stuffed him, and then just took and really did a nice job making the tackle.
3rd and 5, handoff to Hafley, faking it, and Schradel keeps it and goes nowhere. Hit at the line of scrimmage, as making the tackle on Hafley was Brody Knox, and on the far side making the tackle for the Panthers was Matthew Nowyu and Cohen Williams again.
And that is playing your keys, you know, that's what you have to do. You got Brody Knox, you got to stop the handoff to the fullback or tailback up the middle. Everybody else has got to go to the outside and keep it, and a nice job by the Panther defense.
Marysville calls a timeout, 2:49 to go here in the ball game. Concordia 7, Bulldogs 0, 4th and 5, basically 4th in the ball game when we come back in 30 seconds on KNCK Radio. Here we go, Lord, play the game.
What are they going to draw up? They're not going to give it.
I'm guessing a quarterback keeper
of some kind to get to the outside. I don't think they'll try and throw the ball.
No.
You know, you got to make sure they don't go off tackle, but you got to make sure they can't get to the outside.
Also, make sure you don't jump off sides.
Yeah, that's a good. Yeah, if I was a coach, that's what I was telling. No. And if I was Marysville,
2:49 to go here in the ball game. It's Concordia 7, Marysville 0. 4th and 5, 4th and 6, I should say, for the Bulldogs. As they have the ball on the Concordia 40-yard line, they need to get to the Panther 34-yard line to keep the drive / potentially the game alive.
If you're Concordia, again, watch the hard count. You've got to be aware of the hard count right here.
Flex bone offense for Marysville. Ball on the Panther 40. Schradel under center. Takes the snap. Drops to the backfield. Rolling to the right and throwing towards the sideline. And the pass is broken up. What a play here on the near side by Parker Jackson to punch the ball out late, because the ball was in the hands of the target, Ty Hager, and Marysville turns it over on downs.
What a great play by Parker Jackson. You know, he is, again, a linebacker inside. He's playing, he's not a corner out there, but he's got to take that flare out. You know, the receiver just came to the outside, and it was and rolling to the right was a quarterback. That's a fairly easy pass play unless you're right there to break it up. And man, you got to give Parker Jackson a lot of credit on that. Now, Panthers can run the clock out. There's 2 timeouts left for Marysville.
2:45 to go in the ball game. 1st and 10 Concordia on their own 39-yard line. Handoff up the middle goes to Brayton Hake. He falls forward for a gain of about 2 up to the 42-yard line, and there's Marysville's 2nd timeout. 2:37 to go in the ball game. Concordia leads it 7-0, and we'll be back in 30 seconds on KNCK Radio. Got to get a first down. 1 first down. 1 first down.
That's all we need.
That's all we needed last week, too.
Yeah, right.
On a homecoming Friday night. 2:37 to go in the ball game. Concordia 7, Marysville 0. The Panthers have it 2nd and 8 on their own 42-yard line, trying to run out the clock, get 1 more first down, and get your 2nd win of the season. Blocklinger's in the gun, hands it off to Creer in motion. Aiden bounces to the outside, cuts it back up the middle, and can't break out of a tackle as he's cut down at the 46-yard line, but a good pickup of about 5 on that play, which will make it 3rd and a long 3 here for the Panthers after Marysville uses their 3rd and final timeout. 3rd and 3 for Concordia. When we come back, 2:36 to go in the ballgame. The Panthers lead it 7-0, and we'll be back in 30 seconds. I'm trying to use our commercial. Thanks so much to Tristan Green back in the studio. Lauren Swinson, Austin McNorton here on a homecoming Friday night at Harold M. Clark Stadium in Concordia. 2:36 to go in the ball game. It's Concordia 7, Marysville 0. 3rd and 3 for the Panthers with the ball in their own 46-yard line left hash. Blocklinger's in the gun. Tucks it and runs up the middle. Blocklinger into Bulldog territory. A first down that should likely seal the game for Concordia all the way up to the Bulldog 46-yard line right up the gut.
Well, I'll tell you what, I want to give a lot of credit right now to Jacob Brooks, Cohen Williams, Brody Knox, those guys right up the middle, and then Brayton Hake leading the way. That's just a fullback, power play leading the way, and the quarterback takes it and keeps it. Panthers pick up their 12th, their 12th first down.
2 wide receivers to either side. 1st and 10 Concordia now on the Marysville 46-yard line left hash. With 2:05 to go in the ball game, the Panthers will run the play clock down to 5. Blocklinger takes the snap. Hake gets the handoff up the middle, dives forward to the 44-yard line, and again, Marysville cannot stop the clock. A gain of 2 there for Hake. 2nd and 8. So the Panthers can't quite run it all the way out yet. One more first down would officially seal it, but this pretty much would do it. You'll get as close as you can to being able to end the ball game without being able to officially go into victory formation yet. Yeah. In other words, that's kind of what we're talking about.
First down. Here on the near side.
2 wide receivers to the near side. Parker Jackson at the tight end to the right. Here comes Aiden Creer in motion, and he'll get the handoff off to the right side. Gets out outside, and there goes Creer. I thought maybe I saw a flag thrown, and yes, I did.
Yeah, and it's going to be, I'm afraid they're going to call it on our wide receiver.
That would have won the game for Concordia,
yeah.
But now the flag makes it a little more interesting. The flag was thrown at the 39-yard line is where they're going to call the hold.
So that'll be taken back. It'll be 2nd down and about 12.
Yes.
It will give the Panthers another down.
Yeah, so it's not super detrimental because you did take some time off the clock there. Yeah. There's now 1:15 to go here in the ball game for Concordia. Now, I'm not positive. I don't think the clock starts again. I would doubt it. As the ball is spotted back on the Bulldog 48-yard line. And the clock will start on the snap now for Concordia. 2nd and 13 for the Panthers. Blocklinger the gun with Creer and Hake to his right. And Blocklinger will go into victory formation. Back to his own 45-yard line is where he takes the knee. The clock will now run down under a minute, and the Panthers will, I think, be able to run this out now, Lauren, because they'll be able, because it's 3rd down now, and so if my math is correct, they'll be able to snap this under 30 seconds, which would be the play clock, and that would end the ball game because it would be 4th down after that.
It'll be 4th down, and again, there'll be 35 seconds off of that.
I'm not kidding you, folks. This is the craziest high school football game I've ever broadcasted in my entire life.
It has been one that was boring until about the last 10 minutes.
And now the Panthers will call a timeout as the play clock goes all the way to 0. There's 33 seconds left in the ball game. Concordia leads it 7-0. And I wanted to preface this as well. As far as everyone who goes and reads the game recap stories on ncktoday.com, this is going to be a shorter one. This is not going to be like a 2-page report that we had against Beloit or last week against Abilene. There's not going to be much in this one. This has just been so unique.
Yeah, I can't wait to get the final stats, really, from Gary Strait to bring him up. But the 9-play, 61-yard touchdown drive by the Concordia Panthers was obviously the exciting drive of the game.
Just crazy. And Marysville, I mean, they had a lot of really good drives. They were just never able to finish it.
They were starting out.
They had a lot of turnovers on downs, and they got into Panther territory pretty much every time they had the football. They just were never able to finish it. Final play of the ball game, Blocklinger's in victory formation. He will drop back and take a knee at his own 39-yard line. And there is a 9-second difference between the game clock and the play clock. And so here on a homecoming night, this game's going to end before 9 o'clock. And Concordia will get their 2nd win of the year with a 7-0 victory. Crazy.
Yeah, what a game. kick.
What a game. As the final seconds wind off, the Panthers and Bulldogs go to midfield to shake hands, and there it is. Final score, Concordia 7, Marysville 0. The Panthers improved to 2-2 overall in the season. Marysville falls to 0-4, and it is now time for our Panther postgame show here on KNCK Radio 1390, 98.3. Yeah, crazy. We're hyped up here, but it's kind of a mellow crowd.
It is.
There just wasn't much to cheer for.
I don't know. It's just kind of a happy ending than a game
Boy, it was ballistic.
That was so,
Congrats. I was going to ask Toby, is that the fastest game that you've ever seen in your life?
In a while.
Yeah.